1997, the time when VHS, video home system, tape rentals were the predominant form of entertainment in the United States. In the past, people would pop into their local video store, browse through the library, and select a film from the selection. It is likely that you have never heard of a VHS if you are not a 90s child. The cassettes were big, ugly, black, and had to be inserted into a player connected to the television. The main player in this movie rental business in the United States was a company called Blockbuster. They had over 9,000 stores at their peak and made a staggering $6 billion in revenue. It was an unstoppable force. Let me introduce you to Reed Hastings, the man behind Netflix. He had rented a VHS copy of Apollo 13, a space movie about an abandoned mission to the moon, and he had forgotten to return it. Blockbuster, meanwhile, was tracking this delay closely. There was a daily late fee of $1. In fact, Blockbuster's late fees fetched nearly $800 million annually. Hastings wasn't too happy when he had to pay a $40 late fee. As he knew, many other people felt the same way about paying these fees. During a car ride with his friend Mark Randolph, Hastings and Randolph discussed, what if we built a business around zero late fees? Thus, Netflix was born. Despite the money they had raised, Netflix was not able to set up physical stores and compete with Blockbuster. It was unthinkable. In the beginning, they thought they would mail the movies to people. Now, mailing VHS tapes would have been a challenge. It would have been expensive to mail them since they were large and clunky. What was the alternative? During the years 1997 and 1998, a new innovation called the DVD gained popularity. This is a simple disc capable of playing videos. Since sales were growing rapidly, Hastings and Randolph decided to take a chance on this. They discovered that they could send DVDs to people's homes for only 32 cents. It was easy. However, that still did not resolve the issue of late fees. Then they came up with another idea, a subscription. The same as what we currently pay for Netflix. A customer can rent 3 DVDs at a time from tens of thousands of titles for about $17.99 per month. Furthermore, they were able to retain the rental for as long as they desired. No more annoying late fees. It was a game changer. But even then, competing with Blockbuster proved to be more challenging than they anticipated. After 3 years of building Netflix, there were only 300,000 subscribers and the company was losing money more than $50 million per year. So Hastings and Randolph made a pitch to Blockbuster, buy us out for $50 million. You can imagine what happened next. Blockbuster's CEO John Antioco laughed it off. It did not appear to him that Netflix would pose a significant threat to Blockbuster. Netflix continued to grow slowly and steadily. The company went public in 2002 and reached 1 million subscribers in 2003. The company was growing. Blockbuster needed a change in strategy. One of the most hated things about the company were its late fees. As a result, in 2004, Blockbuster discontinued its late fees program and embraced the internet Blockbuster Online. People could now easily rent DVDs online. You would think that was a wise move, wouldn't you? But Blockbuster was actually killed by going online. Let us explain. First nail, without the lucrative late fees, Blockbuster would have lost millions of dollars in revenue. In addition, it was necessary to invest another $200 million in the new online venture. Viacom, its owner, thought this was a bad idea and sold its shares. The second nailed Blockbuster started a scheme in 2006 where online subscribers could exchange their DVDs for free at their local store. 90% of Americans lived within easy driving distance of Blockbuster's 9,000 stores, so it made sense, and initially, it worked. Netflix actually lost subscribers to Blockbuster. However, Blockbuster lost $2 for every DVD exchanged at the store. This was a classic startup tactic of burning cash to gain market share. Finally, investor pressure is the final nail in the coffin. As you can see, Blockbuster was not a startup. It was a legacy business with substantial debt. It had borrowed a large amount of money in order to expand its physical stores. It was not possible for it to burn cash. Remember when we stated that Viacom had sold all of its shares? Well, those shares were bought by hedge funds. In more detail, Wall Street billionaire and activist investor Carl Icahn purchased a 10% stake in Blockbuster. In his opinion, going online is a fool's errand. He wanted Blockbuster to reinstate the lucrative late fees. His goal was to pay off the company's massive debt and increase its share price through the increase in revenues. Needless to say, the plan did not succeed. It failed spectacularly. During the 2008 financial crisis, Blockbuster was crippled by its debt, delisted from the New York Stock Exchange, and ultimately declared bankruptcy. The Blockbuster company failed, and the rest is history. This can be interpreted in a more nuanced way by saying that it was not Netflix that killed Blockbuster. In pursuit of superfast growth, massive amounts of debt were incurred. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe Learning Mavericks.